Hello there, good evening, and thank you for joining us on Rwanda Television News tonight. This is what is coming up on Edition tonight. Rwanda's Kigali Pele Stadium has officially been inaugurated. Local residents across Rwanda have been expressing confidence in the country's measures to deal with inflation. Green Hills Academy in Kigali has organized a multicultural day event. A very good evening to you and welcome to Rwanda Television News. My name as always is Sam Kalisa. As we kick it off, the President of the Republic, His Excellency Paul Kagame, has announced that Rwanda is proud to join the world in honoring the legacy of the world's greatest football player, the late Pele. Jessica Gassaro with more.
The President of the Republic, Paul Kagame, appeared in the stadium playing football. This game, in which President Kagame was joined with the President of FIFA, Gianni Infantino, and others. This is the first game played in the Kigali Stadium since it was named after the talented football player Pele. This Wednesday was also the day the stadium was officially opened after renovation. The head of state thanked FIFA President Gianni Infantino, who came up with the idea of honoring the legacy of the Brazilian football player.
Pele, as we know, a son of Africa who brought the whole world together through sport, and a man from humble beginnings who rose to the level of excellence. But that also is an inspiration to many in the world with such a histories, with such a backgrounds. And that gives them hope that in the same way they can do things that bring them to the same level. So I want to express our gratitude for being part of that remembrance, for being part of this sport that strives to get the world more united and in a better place than it has been all along.
FIFA President Gianni Infantino thanked Rwanda for implementing the association's request to name the stadium after Pele in order to honor the legacy of this football legend who passed away on the 29th December last year.
Pele left us much too early, but Pele is always with us. He's with all of us, all those who love football. And it is so important that every girl and every boy all over the world can remember who Pele was. So thank you for this great gesture to name this beautiful stadium after Pele. And congratulations again. I have to say I've been in this stadium some years ago, and the transformation of the stadium is incredible. And I know that there are many more projects here in Rwanda to boost football and to develop football.
This stadium was given a new name of Kigali Pele Stadium during the 73rd FIFA Congress in Rwanda. The head of state thanked the participants of the meeting and emphasized on the fact that this stadium is important for the development of football in Rwanda.
This stadium is a place for young women and men who come together to play sport, play football, and who are going to be inspired by this story of the legend Pele was. So I can't say enough of how pleased we are and also happy to welcome you all the whole world that you represent to be here in this city of Kigali, in this country of Rwanda. We are extremely happy to be part of you and to host you. Please, now let's play football.
President Paul Kagame, with the number 7 jersey, played for the Rwandan team, and FIFA President Gianni Infantino played for the FIFA team. Infantino expressed his satisfaction with the way President Paul Kagame behaved on the pitch.
President Paul Kagame is a great player. I didn't know. I knew he's a great president, and now I see also that he's a top player. I hope he doesn't want to run for becoming FIFA president, because then I'm in serious trouble. But jokes aside, really, it's fantastic to share these moments with the president. Their team, Rwanda, won against FIFA, so it's a sign as well of the leadership and of the investment that is done in football. So great emotion.
The Kigali Stadium was given a new name after being renovated in cooperation between Rwanda and FIFA. The stadium's locker room and the fan sitting areas have been renovated as well. And all around the stadium, there have been a renovation of the training grounds. Jessica Gasaro, RwandaTV News.
And we can proudly say it's a football week here in Rwanda, and a very proud moment to be a Rwandan once again. And as we move ahead, still in football and related to the FIFA Congress, football legends currently in Rwanda for the FIFA's 73rd Congress have been speaking about their impression that the country has made in and expressing their opinion on how the Congress has been hosted. RBS Divin Wayo spoke to JJ Okocha and Asamoah Gyan to say this.
How does it feel to be here in Kigali?
Oh, it feels great. I mean, it's my first time, but I'm loving it so far. You know, as you can see, I'm now one of you. I'm local now, and yeah, I'm having a great time here.
How did you see the country in general?
Yeah, it's a fantastic place to be. You know, I was surprised with how clean and organized the people are. You know, and this is an example for we Africans to emulate. You know, it's something for us to emulate, to know that if we put our hearts in something, we can achieve it, you know, and you guys have set the standard for every other African country to follow.
Which message does it give to see president on the pitch in terms of promoting sports?
I mean, it speaks volume, you know, it says it all. It shows how humble he is. It shows how a wonderful leader he is, you know. I mean, you can see how he's relating with everybody, you know, and if you don't know, you won't even know that he's the president, you know, and this is a huge credit to him because, I mean, he's such a humble leader.
By concluding, what can you say about the choice of FIFA to have Rwanda as the host of the 73rd Congress?
Well, I mean, Rwanda deserves it, you know. We've seen that they can manage big occasions, you know. They can invite everybody from any part of the world, you know, and host a good congress, a good tournament, you know. And for us here in Africa, we are proud of what Rwanda have achieved.
Oh, I feel good. You know, Rwanda is it's a great country. You know, it's a country now every African wants to, not only African, the whole wants to visit Rwanda. And I'm happy to be part of it. I think the last time I came here and this time around, it's a huge transformation, which is amazing. You know, I speak to my friends. Anytime I tell them I'm in Rwanda, they say, oh, it's a country I would love to see. You know, so it's a country that as the fastest growing economy, which is amazing. And kudos to the leaders and everybody in Rwanda. I'm very, very happy to be here.
And tell us about the FIFA Congress, what are your expectations and how you see the mood all around?
The mood is great. You know, everybody is here. You know, FIFA coming here to host a FIFA Congress. It's an amazing thing. You know, you know, FIFA chooses the right place for Congress, and choosing Rwanda, everybody agreed with it because it's a country that everybody wants to be, you know. So it's here, and it's an amazing thing for Rwanda, and I would like to congratulate Rwanda so much, and it's from my heart.
It is doing well in terms of development, but in terms of football, we don't see Rwanda on big stage. What's your take on that?
What I've seen about Rwanda is they're fighters, you know, where they started from and where they've got into the transformation and everything. And everything is step by step. You know, I think this is the time the president wants to develop football. And you can see around what is happening right now, building stadiums, inviting people to see, you know, so I think it's step by step. And I'm sure in the near future, Rwanda can produce some great players.
We do hope that as well, and we'll be looking forward for it. And moving ahead, local residents across Rwanda have been expressing confidence in the country's measures to deal with inflation. This issue was among the resolutions adopted during this year's National Umushyikirano Council. Adam Squizera with more.
In various markets around the city of Kigali, some traders and buyers show that there is now a hope in the reduction of prices at the market comparing to the previous years.
If I used to buy carrots at 60, now I buy at 40, then you understand that there is a difference comparing to February.
Yes, there is a change because these vegetables, we used to purchase them at 18,000 and 25,000, but now we buy them at 15,000 or 17,000 depending on their availability. Frolibe Owiziwe, a researcher and a university lecturer, noted that this hope for the price reduction at the market is mainly based on some of the measures the government has adopted to support the agriculture sector.
When you look about for getting the loan to the farmers, for example, today the rate is low. If you compare to the other sectors, today I think that today is 80% for credit to the farmers. It means that you see the government is established the policies through to the loan and the credit to the farmers for motivate the farmers to increase the production. Even if you look at the fertilizer, to get it is easy. It's easy. The government help the farmers to get the fertilizer in an easy way.
The 7th resolution, in 13 resolutions adopted in the Umushyikirano National Council, says that the government will continue to implement measures to curb inflation. While the minister was addressing the public in the National Umushyikirano Council, he noted that due to the government subsidies in various sectors, there is a hope in reduction of commodity price. This means that where we are today is because the government has done something. Some of the most important things have been announced on how it should be done, and the subsidies we have been putting in the petroleum price. If not so, the cost of transporting food would have been much higher than this we have today. In agriculture, the last season of we provided fertilizers, and there are other subsidies that have been put in place in order to increase the productivity, hence to the price reductions, as we hope that the production of maize has doubled. Potatoes have also doubled. Beans have been decreased a little bit because of the drought in the southern province and one part of the east, which means that we have now started to get maize production down from 800 to 400 Rwandan francs, as the other commodities are keeping reducing, including potatoes. That's a hope we have. The monthly publication of the Consumer Price Index of February 2023 revealed an increase of the Urban Consumer Price Index by 20.8%, while food and non-alcoholic beverages increased by 42.4%. The Rural Consumer Price Index increased by 37.1%, comparing to January 2023, where it was at 38.8%. When comparing February 2023 and January 2023, you find that there have been an increase of 1.8% on a monthly basis. Adam Squizera, RTV News.
Thank you, Adams. Having an open mind and interacting with people from different backgrounds is one of the benefits of being exposed to different cultures, and this was a recurring theme amidst the Multicultural Day celebrations held at the Green Hills Academy. Precious Chirezi with more.
The Multicultural Day aims to promote and showcase a variety of cultures across the globe in an attempt to equip students to adapt easily to change. The event vividly depicts different art forms including fashion, visual arts, and dance from Asia, Europe, and within Africa. International students have expressed that getting exposed to a variety of cultures helps them be more inclusive to those of different origins and gives them a firm-rooted sense of self.
I really liked that we got to experience new cultures, we got to learn about them, and also we got to see their different dances and cultures, so I really liked that about today. I learned a lot of things about different other cultures, what they do in their cultures, what they respect, and I feel like that will help me in the future because if I go to that specific country, it will help me embrace their culture and understand their culture as well.
Parents of students at Green Hills Academy are of the view that learning the customs of a foreign land prior to visitation comes in handy and have commended the school's efforts to achieve cultural inclusion.
It's very important because the child will be thinking of its community, its reflection on how he looks at his continent, and also have pride in his tradition, culture, and also, maybe want to do something better for the continent and Mother Africa. What I've seen today really is that Africa is multicolored, deep history, beautiful performance, beautiful. I grew up aspiring to look at the West, while I did not know how resourceful our continent is. So I'm so glad my children get to know that we are rich, not resource only, but culturally.
Green Hills Academy's current head of school, Daniel Hollinger, reiterated that having a culturally inclusive curriculum benefits students in the sense that they will often experience a sense of belonging and familiarity when they travel.
This celebration of multiculturalism is an opportunity for our learners to develop their understanding of different cultures, different countries, different ways of life, so that they can be international-minded young people. One of the outcomes is that the learners have an opportunity to delve deeply into understanding the culture of the different countries that they study.
The middle school students participating in the Multicultural Day are between the ages of 11 and 13 and will be joining high school very soon. Precious Tirezi, RTV News.
Residents in different parts of the country have noted that the high cost of internet connectivity slows down their development, and it is difficult for them to access some of the services they need, and are therefore asking that relevant authorities resolve this particular issue. Jessica Gasaro.
Across the country, people say that they have understood the importance of technology, especially the use of the internet, in requesting services in their other daily tasks.
Just like it's mentioned, most of the services we need are given online. For example, land document and other different documents are given using technology. Even when internet is low, most things doesn't go well.
However, due to the problem of the internet that's still expensive and not working properly is one of the things that they think should be corrected, especially since most of their work is done with the help of the internet. There are some companies that are slow because of the internet, knowing well that all the services are given online. But there was a time when we used to have unlimited internet. Maybe they should bring that back. Even if you have to buy data for yourself, even though it will be 200 or 6,000, but still be unlimited one. Some observers of the use of the internet find that solving this problem requires the availability of adequate technology tools in relation to the time.
From now on, a citizen should be facilitated to own a device that uses 4G on a very low price, because if you give them 4G and yet their phone can't access it, then it wouldn't help anything.
In the 18th National Umushyikirano Council, the Minister of Information, Communication Technology and Innovation, Ingabire Paula, reiterates that the internet is expensive because the fact that people who invest in this sector are few and the infrastructure related to it is small. But he promised that the government is doing everything possible to make the internet cheap and fast, as well as reach all over Rwanda. For now, those systems are being implemented so that they can help the people who give online services and those who have to check if the services are being well given in real time. Even for doing reinvestment, we know where it needs to be expanded so that everyone can have a better and faster internet. The fourth conclusion of the National Umushyikirano Council was that there is an urgent need to solve the problem that makes the internet ineffective, make it cost reduced. Jessica Agasaro, RTV News.
And on behalf of the entire news production, as well as the technical team, thank you for being with us on this edition of Rwanda Television News. Up until next time, stay safe and have a great evening. Goodbye.